Coast Nation, Salmonan Buffetu. Welcome back to Football Trends with me, your boy, QP. Well, Buffetu, on today's video, we will be talking about this particular striker whom now it has been officially a done deal. Honestly speaking, it is a done deal. They've concluded their business when it comes to the club. Now, I am asking from my side, what do you think, guys? This is a good move. If not, if you think this might be a mistake from the Chiefs' side, please do let me know down in the comment section below. So today, we woke up to the news of Kaizer Chiefs, deciding to finally give us a verdict in terms of one of their players, which is Morris. If I remember very well, we did speak about him, and I did tell you guys that it looks like he will be moving to a different club. Now, initially, when I understood, it was thought to be that he's going to Durban City for the remainder of his season, but unfortunately, because remember, he signed 2.5 years, if I'm not mistaken. He still has another season with us. He signed for 2 years, and people were, because he was not playing, he was not impactful. People were thinking, should the contract is coming to an end, manje. The past few days that has ended 30th June, but that was not the case. The case was, honestly speaking, it was coming to an end on 2027. So right now, as I'm speaking with you, Kaizer Chiefs have finally made an official statement regarding the services of Morris, and it is believed that they have decided to terminate the contract, because this is what the statement is saying. It says, following constructive discussions between the club and the player, Kaizer Chiefs and Morris have mutually agreed to terminate their contract. This amicable decision grants Morris the opportunity to pursue the next chapter of his career and join a team of his choice. We wish Teshrik success in his future endeavors. Kaizer Chiefs, well, you know how they tend to do things, especially when it comes to player-led go signings and all of that. So yeah, he's gone, but too. It's a done deal. We have to forget about Teshrik Morris. Now we are left with Nadedi Tlongwane as the center forward. We do have Ashley to Preez, whose future now is a bit, in doubt, but I do hear that he wants to try and impress the new head coach, which is Coach Fernando de Cruz. Now, I don't know if he will be trying to impress him with something new, because he was there during the time we went to Turkey on the preseason. Remember, during that time, preseason at Turkey, that's where they got to meet for the first time, and I'm sure they saw what could be possibly done with this player. And then we have Umchitarapana Etiosa Ekodaro, who's currently looks like he's injury prone. I haven't seen him in terms of formal trainings, because I've seen other players since the training began, but I haven't seen Etiosa Ekodaro. Hopefully he's available. He is training, but then it's gonna be a little while until probably we get the details or see him in action. And then we do have Okanye Samayo, whom we've signed on a permanent deal, permanent basis. And then we also do have Wandile Duba, who can play in that position. So currently I can say about 5 players who are available that can play that position. And then you can count 6 with Omakabi Lelepo if he's not going to leave the club, because I don't know. So right now Kaizer Chiefs is doing the letting go of players, but nothing in terms of the signings of the players. So maybe they're doing things differently in terms of, okay, this is what we want to do differently. I don't know, but I do understand. And from my understanding, the coach now is Njobang Shilo before. Coach Fernando de Cruz, I don't see any difference between him and Coach Nazrin Nabi. So Naye, he still maintains the fact that he needs a smaller squad to be able to work with, which is, it makes sense, Buffet, to having about 40 players in one team is a bit of a problem, because now you cannot be able to focus on all the players. You only look at those ones that you are busy with, and then the rest you end up neglectile, and then that's where a lot of fans get frustrated with, why is this player not playing, why is that player this and this and this and that. So hopefully with what they're trying to achieve, what they're trying to do, it is going to work in our favor. And honestly speaking, it's only 22 players that we do need. We can have extras, obviously, but then you need to also remember that we do have players from the TDC side. Now, the biggest thing is we tend to take those players out on loans. I remember last season we had a crisis in terms of a centre back, where we had to make a plan, which was difficult for us. But now, if we did have Ukolani Kosa, who at that time was on loan, if he was available, I do believe we could have tried to introduce him, even though it was going to be difficult because we were not too sure if Begazo can perform on the senior level side of things. So I don't know, but that's just me thinking about it. So yeah, Bafetu, it's a done deal. Termination of Morris is gone. I don't know if they are going to sign another striker or they are going to remain with the ones that we do have. I forgot to mention Flavio da Silva. I'm sorry, guys, but Naye, he is available, and he worked very hard to show us what he's capable of, and the numbers don't lie. You guys always say our stats do not lie, so definitely our stats okay do not lie. Hopefully this coming new season, obviously Nakona, he will be able to replicate what he did last season, and I'm hoping he can do it even more, like 2 times more than what he did last season, because Nakona last season, I don't think he started with us the entire season. That is for us to be able to introduce him. So this time around, he's familiar with the layout, he's familiar with the players, he's familiar with everything. Hopefully he can give us double the figures from last season. I would be happy to see Flavio Silva scoring 20 goals in all competitions. Yes, I don't mind if it's all competitions, but 20 goals with at least ama assist azoba nawo, because at the end of the day, I do believe he is a player that we can get something out of at the end of the day. And with the introduction of Coach Fernando de Cruz, hopefully it's going to combine very well into the system that is going to work very well for us. So I don't know, that's just me thinking about it. So right now, I know most of you guys are still waiting to hear if there's any new signings. Well, so far there's nothing. If there are deals that are happening, surely they are happening without anyone being able to know about them. And I don't know if we are going to pre-season because so far so July, and we haven't left for the preseason. I do understand we still need probably to beef up the squad, get some new signings, yes, add to the current squad, but then where are we going to get the players? That is my biggest question. Where are we going to get the players? Because so far we've seen, deals not going through. I've heard that Pule Modi, they are considering giving him a new contract with talks having begun. So sooner or later we will be hearing in terms of Pule Modi, is he leaving or does he remain with the squad? And also thank you so much, guys, for reminding me that we do have youngsters that can be used for that position, and hopefully bazokhona uyidlala bayibambe ngohlelo. But at the end of the day, it all depends. So I'm hearing a lot of you guys with my votes, you are saying which definitely this is a good move for the Glamour Boys to let go of Termination of Morris as well. I do understand. The next player that I think we need to have a serious look with is Ashley Preez. For me, I love Ashley Preez, but I do feel like it's probably time ehambile from the club. Uvumanaye, I would have loved to see him go, but unfortunately he's not going anywhere, so he will remain with the club until the contract Pela, and possibly they might even extend it next season or January 2027. Bamnegeza something fresh, something new, so that he continues with the club. But that's not me, it's just me thinking about it as time goes on. So far I haven't noticed to Gaston Sereno. If you have, guys, please do let me know down in the comment section below. I believe this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you later on with something new. Peace. Don't forget to like the video. Sharp, sharp.